The schedule of key performance indicators. Jazzit has a schedule of key performance indicators, or ratios, that you can insert into the financial statements template to enhance or add value to the statements you prepare for your clients. The key performance indicators are available as a schedule, which can be inserted into the statements. To insert the schedule, use the button Insert Schedule from Resource Center, which is available in the statement menu. Tick off the checkbox to the left to select the schedule, and then click OK to insert it. The Key Performance Indicator schedule is added to the bottom of the statement menu. To jump to the schedule, double-click on the entry. At the top of the schedule, the Key Performance Indicators provide access to the settings for the schedule. Be sure that the section is open so the options are visible. The next section is the Analytic Summary, which contains the information used to populate the ratio values and ratios. Each item in the Analytic Summary is presented as a separate section containing a graph. For example, these two sections: Working Capital and Working Capital Turnover. Looking at the options in the Key Performance Indicators section at the top, the first option allows you to either display the Analytic Summary or display and print it. The next option allows you to select the current year and up to 4 prior years for the Analytic Summary and graphs. Next is the option allowing you to choose what you wish to display for each section: the graph only, the data only, or both the graph and the data. These selections are global settings for the schedule and control the options for all the sections displayed. These are sections set to display the graph only, and these are set to display data only, and these to both graph and data. You can also select a font, either Arial or Times New Roman, for the graph. This is only for the graph, not the Analytic Summary as well. In the Analytic Summary, there are also various options available. To the left of each line, you can indicate whether you want to print or skip the individual ratio using the checkbox indicated. To the right of each line, you can indicate whether you want to print or skip the graph for the specific ratio. You can set this option globally using the two buttons at the top of the column. Use the C button to clear all the selections, or the S button to select or check off all the checkboxes below. If you have the document map enabled, it can be used to quickly move between the various performance indicators or sections. Let's use the document map to jump to the number of days sales in accounts receivable. Earlier, we looked at the global settings in the schedule heading. Each section also has its own selections, which enable you to override the global selections you made at the top. You also have the ability to enable or disable the page break at the top of each graph, so you can choose to start each graph on a new page or combine multiple graphs on a page. Immediately below the Analytic Summary is the Key Performance Indicator Calculations section. This section is closed by default. Open it by clicking on the folder to the left of the heading. The values for the ratios in the Analytic Summary are provided by Calculations in the Key Performance Indicator Calculations section. You can review and make adjustments to the ratio components if necessary. Use the drop-down to either display or display and print the Key Performance Indicator Calculations. Let's use the document map to jump to the Income Statement Summary section. The Income Statement Summary Analytic provides an income statement summary graph and a pie chart for presenting expenses as a percentage of total revenue. You can choose to display the graph and pie chart, the graph only, or the pie chart only. When set to Income Statement Summary Graph Only, the options are the same as those available in all the other individual sections: Graph and Data, Graph Only, or Data Only. When set to show the expenses as a percentage of total revenue pie chart only, the options for the pie chart are pie and legend or pie only. When set to graph and pie chart, the options for each are made available to the right. The income statement summary graph also allows you to change the scale used for the graph. Both the income statement summary graph and the pie chart provide the opportunity to show or hide individual data components, indicated here on the income statement summary graph, and here on the expense as a percentage of sales pie chart. We learned that the Jazzit templates contain a schedule of key performance indicators, which can be inserted into the financial statements. We also had a quick look at the options available in the schedule, both global options for all used sections, as well as the options available in each individual section. CaseWare should be easy. To find out how, visit us at www.jazzit.com.